If you're looking for a way to double your monthly recurring revenue as a marketing agency month over month and just sign higher or more consistent retainers for your agency, I'm going to show you exactly how I've used this Create MRR AI funnel to do the exact same for my own marketing agency. Now, just for some background, my name is Patrick Thomason. I bought CreateMRR.com about a year ago. I just specifically help out software companies, help them book more demos, expand up market, specifically $1 million plus ARR software companies. My company website is just CreateMRR.com. It should be down below, or you can just look it up. And I've been using this system for quite a while now. And then I use YouTube here to help out fellow marketing and fellow agency owners do the exact same here. And yeah, I have an info product too where you can install this as well. But let's hop into the breakdown so you can learn how to stack some more MRR. Now, this funnel consists of 4 phases: strategic targeting, AI-driven personalization and sequencing using tools like Clay tables and things like that, profile and funnel optimization for your LinkedIn, because that's the platform we're going to be mainly utilizing, and performance scaling and ramp up. Now, the CMRR AI funnel stands for Create MRR, because let's be honest, so many people are here on LinkedIn trying to book out appointments, trying to sign deals, and it just doesn't work. Okay, so right now we're using LinkedIn Sales Navigator to source 5,000 decision makers. We kind of do this on a monthly basis. I'll go out there and source a few thousand company heads at a specific company position. We'll insert them into Google Sheets. Obviously, you can see right here 5K fintech. Fintech is one of the demographics that I was going after for my personal marketing agency, and I still do to this day. Now, as soon as we source those decision makers, we're utilizing Clay tables to personalize the data before sending. FindEmail is the software that just scrapes these leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Here's a Clay table, a very simple Clay table. This is giving us company types of public companies. This is giving us locations of where they are, obviously the country, their domain, LinkedIn, and the description and what exactly they do. So this is banks, mainly banks, okay? Now, this is in the financial sector of things. And so when we're crafting these outbound campaigns, it obviously depends on your marketing agency on who you're going after. I'm not saying you're going after banks or software companies that are earning over $10 million or $5 million a year. It doesn't matter. What matters is whoever you're going after, you can sector out specific descriptions and specific keywords and industries and locations and opportunities that you can then use in the outreach message. So that way you're not sounding spammy, you're not spraying and praying. And when we go down to this phase, when we actually use softwares like HeyReach to buy multiple sending accounts to then connect with these decision makers and send out personalized outreach, we are not sounding like some spray and pray agency of, hey, you want to book more demos, do this, do that, whatever. We are sounding official. So I'm not going to hop into exactly how you can use Clay tables because this is more of a higher level strategy. But if you want to learn exactly how I use Clay tables, you can comment that right down below. I'm more than happy to chat with you about kind of how I do it, how you can too. Obviously, this knowledge is pretty sacred. Clay is pretty expensive as of right now for a reason, because it's a hot tool out on the market, and I know for a fact it's going to continue to blow up. I'm not affiliated by them, but they're an amazing tool. So like I said, we're source to decision makers. That's phase 1. We're targeting, we're using AI and personalization to actually segment out this market, whether we're going after a head of growth, whether we're going after the head of sales, whether we're going after the CFO or another head of a company position, or even just business as a whole. If you serve some sort of a local market, if you serve some sort of a mid-market, you'll actually be able to segment out different types of opportunities within these companies, okay? So as soon as all that is done and we figured out our unique angles of how, your solution as an agency or a software can kind of come in there and help them out, we're now going to purchase 4 sending accounts using HeyReach. We're going to make sure that we are connecting with these decision makers first. A blank connection is the best connection to date from what I've seen. Blank connections allow up to 30 to 60% acceptance rates. And the reason being is because you're not directly pitching them off the bat. Obviously, there's a very specific sequence and very specific flow that I use, and I have taught other software companies. I install the system for software companies, and I teach other agency owners how to do the exact same. I'll show you guys kind of the Slack community here, the inner circle guys. Obviously the wins channel here, LSN, Juliana's booking out appointments, following up, things like that. Robbie hit 30K a month, 2x his business in about a month. Case study and testimonial came out about a couple weeks ago or about a week ago with him. Shreyan is sending up his LSN and stuff like that. So wins channel's booming. People are buying Corvettes and stuff like that. Okay. So the point here is that this system is very predictable. Once when you know you have a proven message and you have a proven angle in the marketplace. The easiest part with this create MRR AI funnel is anybody can go out here, purchase a couple seats off HeyReach for $70 on per sending account, buy the Find Email software, $40 right there, buy Clay for a month, $100, buy LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It's not even expensive at all, but it can get very expensive if you don't know what you're doing, because what will happen is you'll go out and buy all these sending accounts thinking you can do it. Either you don't have the right position in the marketplace, you didn't strategically target the right business position, the right company position, the right person, the right customer profile. And because of that, everything else suffers. And because you don't understand how to use clay tables properly, the personalization is at an all-time low. The sequencing you might be able to nail, but what happens is you can't personally speak to them because you don't know how to use the tools to a level of expertise, and then everything just sort of trickles and falls apart. And then you say outbound doesn't work, LinkedIn's dead, outreach is dead, and people make these bold assumptions. When in reality, it's the same thing as paid ads. Everybody has access to the platform, Instagram and Facebook ads manager, but does everybody know how to run multi-million-dollar ad campaigns? Probably not. Okay. So with that being said, we're sending out those acceptance rates. Goes down to 30 personalized outreach after that per day. Obviously, we're targeting the company head. So all of these sending accounts, they're doing the brunt work for you. We're not manually doing this. A lot of guys in the program, when I had the initial first 10 clients intake of the Create MRR AI program, I had a lot of these guys do it manually because I went from $0 to $20,000 a month about a year and a half ago by simply just doing manual LinkedIn Sales Navigator outreach. Since then, there's been a litany of issues with terms of services. LinkedIn's cracking down on a fair amount of stuff. Nonetheless, this funnel is updated to date, and it is ensured that everything is in regulation with LinkedIn sending and all this stuff like that, okay? So HeyReach is obviously regulated and everything. So there's ways to actually kill it with the system. And obviously what we're doing here is we're value pitching to a booked call. And right here, I will have to say, we're booking out a 15-minute alignment call. And then we're going to a proposal call. Or you can just call it sales call. The entire point of getting the company position, whether you're targeting a CFO or head of growth, in order to get them on a call, we have to have something of value, or we had to have rubbed in enough pain. Now, what you see in typical appointment setting B2C markets is that when people are using Instagram and they're fitness coaches, they're doing B2C, they have some sort of a weight loss offer, and they're actually personally talking to people, what you can do is you can have a setter go in your DMs, you guys are already familiar with this, and have them dig up a bunch of pain with the prospect to actually set them on a call. Now, here's the caveat with that with the B2B market. These are company decision makers. These are typically, 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds, right? These are people that don't have time to go back and forth on Instagram with your setter, dig in pain, feel emotions, and want to schedule out a call. So because of that, you sort of have to be the visionary, and this is where it comes into strategic messaging. It's a whole thing I have inside the program here. I'll show you what it looks like right here on the screen. You can see I have everything in terms of spend tax, personalization at scale, setting up sending, things like that. We have everything from infrastructure setup to warm-up protocol to response management and booking calls to closing clients and signing up market clients or just regular businesses as a whole, scaling at volume, some bonuses and stuff like that. So back to me here, the entire point of what I'm trying to tell you is that because we can't just pitch people to a call, to a full-on sales call with a bunch of emotion, we'll have to sort of get on a 15-minute call and a 15-minute alignment call so you can sort of act as a triage call. Basically, it's like a setting call where you qualify them even further because, let's be honest, they're already qualified, we already did all the hard work. Then you can get them on a sales call. Now, there's a very specific way to do it. Obviously, it took me years to figure this out because last year I was doing LinkedIn outbound manually with some automation. It was great, still booking out appointments, but I had the issue of, wow, my sales cycles are kind of long. I'm dealing with businesses that are, maybe not super local. I can still target local businesses. I can still target SMB, so small to medium sized businesses. I can still do all of this stuff, but I was like, why is my sales cycle so long? It just seems like it's 3, 6, even 9 months it took me to sign a client. And so over the course this past year, year and a half, I've really focused and dialed in how to close the sales cycle, or how to shorten the sales cycle, excuse me, and how to actually bring prospects into clients at a much faster rate. I've been teaching that for the inner circle guys as well. So it's personally helped my agency out a lot, because I've been able to say, hey, look, I know you're doing 10, 20, 30 mil as a software company. Here's why you need me right now. It sets off a lot of alarm bells within the company, and they're like, holy crap, this is a problem. We need it. Boom, boom, boom. So it's all about the way you craft your message. It's all about how you use the exact clay tables to actually personalize the data for that specific company, to make sure you're hitting the pain points. Because yes, companies that are still pulling in multi-million dollars every single year still deal with pain points. And whether you're going after that segment or not, the company, business, contractor, whoever you're trying to go after, deals with pain. This is just how it goes. Okay. So with that being said, we're obviously booking to a 15-minute alignment call. This is the most effective sales process that I've seen. Then to a proposal/sales call in the next 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever it looks like for them. Okay. So this is the best, most effective setup to close a potential deal. Then right there, you get a $10,000 a month retainer, or whatever it is if the company's pulling in a certain amount. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, this is the Create MRR AI funnel. This is the funnel that I teach. I have the playbook down below. That's more of a step-by-step process to where you get access to some modules in the school community that, aren't accessed here on YouTube. You'll get some free playbooks, get some freebies, you'll get some help, you'll get on the email list. It's that first link right down below. It's basically how exactly I am able to sign $5,000 to $20,000 a month retainers, get in front of $5 to $100 million companies on a daily basis, and talk to a lot of people and get in a lot of rooms that a 19-year-old probably wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't for the internet. So I hope this Create MRR AI funnel sheds some light on different things in your business that you're probably looking at. That's exactly how you're going to stack monthly recurring revenue, so you can actually double your MRR in 30 to 60 days by installing this system. This is exactly how you can sign higher retainers, longer paying clients, and skyrocket your MRR. So again, my name is Patrick Thomason. I'm the creator and founder at Create MRR Marketing Agency. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.